Welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans. I should say TNA Impact Talk for Impact fans right here. Look at it, already screwing shit up. It's what are you gonna do?
It wouldn't be us.
It's TNA on TNI.
Yeah, TNA on TNI. We're all here. It's J-Bone. We got Front Row Bill, and we've got our own knockout Alicia in the house.
Alicia. Just me.
Oh, it's never just you.
It's you and the Christmas tree.
Mayor.
And the turtle.
The slutty and the turtle.
The turtle.
You can
I
only
always
see
want to
one
say
of them.
Cuff and Link, but I know that's not their names.
Barney and Turtellini.
Turtle. We also want to take care of some housekeeping right away. We want to thank all of our new members that have joined up within the last week or so.
Happy to see you. Welcome.
We got Mr. Rosario. We got Terrence Sullivan, Keith, Coach Keith, and Justin Miller. Thank you guys so much. I am going to be working on some members content this weekend. It's very exciting to see it. It could be a trickle effect. I don't expect 100 members right off the bat. No, it's just
It's like the
We're a vibe.
TNA plan, the 5-year plan that Johnny Bravo told us about on this very program.
That's right. And this is year 5 of the 5-year plan. And after this, I have no clue what's up. We want to thank for all the bits and Mr. Punk Black holding down Twitch. There's some other Twitch people in there too. Dragon Storm, good to see you. And everyone else, I'll make sure I'm not missing any super chats from here. Okay. So as we get started tonight, welcome everyone. It's there's a lot of hype going on from this last weekend. We'll get into all that. It's so exciting. But want to make a brief announcement first before we jump into all that. Number one, smash that like button, please. Everyone who's here, smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications if you haven't. Thank you, Rayline, for the bits. So I've been talking to some old crew members, and I mean old crew members. A crew that I was with almost 10 years ago. It's really hard to believe. I've been doing this for 10 years. I know, the old bone. Yeah, it was the Ramblers is what I'm talking about. Those who, gosh, I don't know if anybody's followed me this long and are also over here. There might be a few of you. But I was talking to Dizzy the other day, and he really wants to put the band back together, so to speak. So I believe tomorrow is going to be our first kind of just, getting the training wheels back on, and we're going to run down the hill and see where it goes. So I'll put those links out there. So yeah, there'll be a little more of me spread around. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving TNI. Okay, so nothing like that. And so yeah, we'll see what's up with the Ramblers tomorrow. I'm pretty stoked.
The king of all podcasts, J-Bone.
Oh, I don't want that crown. Someone else I know had that crown, and it's a heavy crown. It's and
heavy lies the crown, J-Bone.
Yeah, it is. It is, truly is. So, but yeah, watch out for that. If you're familiar with the old Ramblers, my old crew, a bunch of knuckleheads, and yeah, we're just going to talk some wrestling news, probably some more stuff that you're not necessarily going to get here. So, if you're looking for more variety, there you go. So,
speaking of variety, J-Bone, you can get variety in TNI as well by checking out TNI UK, who just aired an episode yesterday. And there's the Bison in the chat as we speak.
Good evening, Bison, or more like good morning for you, sir.
Wee hours.
And I want to say welcome to what's the new guy in the crew. Steve's taking a little sabbatical, as from what I heard. Simply Steve, and the new guy is Limpstar UK, something to that effect. If I screwed that up, my apologies. But they have a new guy in their crew, so please, if you check that out, make sure you give them a warm welcome.
The family's growing, Jake.
It is.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's always whose birthday?
This guy.
Dr. Gerbs.
Dr.
Gerbs. Happy birthday, dude. Nice. How old? Come on. How old?
A lady never tells.
Oh, I
didn't mean that, though.
I don't
Take
think
that the
Dr.
wrong way.
Gerbs is much of a lady.
Young and a spring chicken in the room.
We share the same age, Dr. Gerbs.
There you go. I got a few years.
Really, Bill? I could have sworn you were only 19. You're so youthful.
You.
He's got those pinchable. I swear to God, every time I see him, it's
those baby cheeks.
It takes everything for me not to pinch those damn cheeks. I love those front row Bill cheeks. Front row Bill got a lot of attention today. Hi.
Kitty. Oh.
Not kitty cat attention.
Yes, good old Rocky.
Did you steal my cat?
We have.
Oh well, not today. I'm just 42. I'm not. Birthday's not today. Settle down here.
Oh,
I don't want the servers bringing me a cake on the chat tonight.
That's funny. But yeah, so if you do like Terrence Sullivan here is sharing the emotes. If you sign up, you get special emotes. You get a special badge amongst other I don't want to say privileges. That sounds weird.
You and your privileges.
Me, you're making it worse. we at TNI are not about privilege. We just give you stuff. I don't know. Stuff. So sign up and you get stuff, and you get a little more of us. All right.
Who would want that?
I don't know, but they're doing it, so I'm happy about it. You know,
for kids.
All right, so it's on the edge of everyone's tongue this last few days. Let's discuss it. Someone from our audience was even in that audience. We're talking about the Royal Rumble, folks, and no, I know that's not TNA, but someone from the TNA family, someone very important, is was number 5. I believe she was
Sounds
number
right.
5. Jordynne Grace.
Bam!
Bam is right. Graced the Royal Rumble. Thank you, Bill.
Graced
That was
the Royal
great.
Rumble.
That was perfect. Let's get some opinions, and everyone in the chat, please share your opinions.
Yeah, they've been waiting. People wanted this the night of, J-Bone. There was almost an emergency podcast.
I know. This didn't happen. My apologies.
Oh, no problem. But now people are
It's
waiting,
life.
so it's the hot topic now. I believe the video that the WWE has put out of her entrance, I dare say, is at like 5 million views right now. It's the most views of any video from the Royal Rumble.
Well deserved.
Last time I checked, I think you can add a couple million to that. But
Hey, now.
yeah, absolutely. No, serious. It's because as soon as they were talking about 5 million, I was already a day late on those numbers, and I looked and it was like between 6 and 7 million. So
well deserved for Jordynne.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
It's a big deal.
Got over. First of all, like the whole idea that the WWE audience might not know a person, or she got a live reaction, she got the online reaction, she got all the reaction. And kudos to Up North. We don't always see eye to eye on everything, but they really put her over. They from commentary to in the match, even through her elimination, like she got eliminated the hard way. By one of their top stars in Bianca Belair. So that she had her moment with now back to Naomi, but Trinity, who's been once again nothing but a pro out the door. She's still putting over TNA to this day. Like
she's even with the colors
and still putting it over.
Oh yeah, and it was really interesting because I was watching it and the crowd. I don't know if it was just the crowd was off when Trinity came out. Naomi just, we're gonna go back and forth on that name forever now. It didn't feel like they knew who it was immediately until like the music like really kicked in. And they were
at first you got the siren, so not everybody knows that. They're like,
no,
Scott Steiner?
No. I'm talking.
He's talking about Trinity.
I'm talking about when Trinity came out.
Naomi,
right? She came out, and it didn't seem like she got like the proper reaction until like the music like really kicked in. That
her entrance is part of it. Like you got to kind of go through the entrance with her. The glow. Got to go through the
lights and the glow and everything. Yeah. So then once it was like, oh yeah, she's back. Okay, then the crowd really woke up. Now when Jordynne hits, that was interesting because I was literally kicking back on the couch over here. And I'm looking.
They thought it was Scott Steiner.
Yeah, right. Hey,
you hear sirens.
Could have been our truth. Oh wait, our truth wasn't there.
Big Mama Pump. So in spirit, she represented.
Right. So I noticed Trent was giving away a bit of a spoiler, something to the effect of, I remember exactly what he put in our chat. Something says Jordynne's in the Rumble tonight or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
pretty much confirmed earlier in the day by the dirt sheets.
Oh, see, and I hadn't bet. Well, see, I wasn't on all day. I had no clue.
I believe Mike Johnson is the one that kind of put it out there.
Okay. So I was literally reading this on my phone, heard the the start of the music, and I was like, I didn't.
Yeah, the TNA theme, which is great. Like it wasn't like a generic, she's showing up on our show, so we got to create a new theme for her. It was the theme you get to watch every week on TNA.
Right. It was great. It was nothing generic. So like the people that knew, and between 40 and 50,000 people chanting TNA.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's wonderful.
Well, we've seen it over the last couple years, like where there's been TNA legends in matches. We saw there was AEW shows that got TNA chants. There's been WWE shows that got TNA chants during these last handful of years, which I think helped get them to this is the right call to go back to TNA at this point, because whatever negative stigma was out there or had been out there,
they can correct it.
The positive is now outweighing it. You have some nostalgia, but you have also really the top moments, even though the company's done great the last 5 years, but historically it's with TNA. That's where the brand is still, the value.
Oh, yeah. All right, we got a
super sticker.
We got a super chat from Bell's Boy here. Thank you so much. It says, evening all, so where do I begin? Where do you begin? Okada's a free agent. Yeah, that's within the last 24 hours, I believe. Ding Dong McMahon is really gone.
Is he?
Mercedes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mercedes.
Rhonda doesn't think so.
Really? All right. Well, anyways, Mercedes Monet's going to AEW in March. And Jordynne Grace was at the Fumble, and also Wrestle Talk's Luke Owen is a big TNA fan. Yeah, if you saw highlights that they were doing post Rumble, when they were showing the reaction of the place when Jordynne Grace came out, they lost their mind.
If you're ever if you're doing a live
Hopefully they talk
reaction
about it more.
in a public space, you should do it
True.
in a pub. Preferably an international pub.
They do. If they don't go to obviously, if they don't go to the shows, they do watch parties. They sell tickets at the bar, and I think that's great for a podcast to do because it helps build a community.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And they do a great job at Wrestle Talk.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're one of the ones I always check out.
Now start covering TNA, guys.
Not just a one-off.
Not just the news buzz.
Right, right. So thank you very much, Bell's boy. Yeah, and I want to talk about some of the stuff that Jordynne did. She was, number one, she was in there for a decent amount of time. She was in there for like 15, 20 minutes.
That's great.
It wasn't just she was in and a flash of the pan, boom, gone.
No
so that was
bushwhacker
nice
Luke.
to see. What's that?
No bushwhacker Luke.
No bushwhacker Luke. She didn't get the Chelsea Green effect, which I think is hilarious still. She also was recognized by the commentators. I believe the best line of the whole time that she was in there is when she first got in there and Corey Graves said something to the effect of she has muscles in places where we don't even have places. So, and that's, I was, is that a compliment? Yeah, I'd say that's a compliment.
Well, and that's the thing. I think if for the people that didn't know her in the crowd, which I'm sure there were, just her look and her presence got her people cheering for her.
Yes.
That's part of the business. It's just the look. And she has that look. Like we said it before, like she looks like an American gladiator.
Oh, her evolution over the last 5+ years, whatever she's been in TNA Impact, has been just phenomenal. Especially during the pandemic, she chose to really hunker down, focus on herself, do more the bodybuilding aspect, and actually start doing those shows. And she's won competitions. Mm-hmm. If you don't think she's serious, she's very serious about it.
Oh yeah.
It's just been nice to watch the evolution of her from her stepping into Impact, now TNA, back to TNA, to now it's like you're looking at a completely different person.
Oh,
she's a good example of like motivation and dedication and really transformation. It's just really awesome. And I think her getting her accolades is well deserved. So good for Jordynne.
Oh yeah. She even had a suplex off, if you will, with was it Ivy? What's her name?
Ivy Nile.
Ivy Niles, I believe. She was in NXT, and I believe she's on the main roster now with a fellow tag team, the Creed brothers. I believe that's so. But yeah, get those two in the ring together sometime. I know social media was a buzz when Natalya said she wanted to get in the ring with her. Now I'm going to kind of go off the rails here just for a moment, but bear with me. For those of you that really know me, know that I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. And one thing, if you know anything about The Walking Dead, is when you are killed off in the show, it's got to be something like really big, dramatic. It has to be earned. It can't be, some kind of lame death. It's got to be big and exciting. My point is, when Jordynne Grace was eliminated, she went out with a bang. I mean a bang. Bianca Belair,
the hardest part of the ring.
Gave her finisher on the hardest part of the ring. She bounced off the apron, hit the floor. And I'm like, man, if anybody's going to give her the exit, that's the way to do it. And I thought
badass.
I was hoping that people weren't going to take that the next day and be like, oh, Bianca Belair buried her. It's like, no, that was freaking awesome. Jordynne did a great job, and she also had a great exit. So I just wanted to throw that analogy in there and see what you guys thought.
Yeah, well, once you get past like season 5 or 6 of Walking Dead, that's where I bailed.
I hear you.
Carl was still alive when I stopped watching.
Well, yeah, when they killed Carl, they killed me as a viewer.
Oh,
you changed too much.
I think I tapped out like a few episodes before they killed him off. I love the graphic novel, so I was
on my way out. Then it's like, okay, they went there because like ever since honestly the Negan thing and the way they kept exploiting and killing people, like where they Glenn like under the dumpster, like the worst thing ever, and
faking people out.
Yeah, the fake deaths, like the psych. He didn't die, but he's gonna die
yet.
Like I'm like, okay, like that's as bad as some of the Game of Thrones writers.
Oh,
boring, dragon. Appease the fan base.
Game of Thrones was amazing in the first couple of seasons, and then you can clearly tell that the show
ran out of material.
No, it's not. No, the fuck they didn't. I read those books, bitch. They had plenty to work with, and they cut too much out.
Yeah,
so you can't tell a proper story. They cut a bunch of corners because there's like 100,000 characters.
They got too far, and there was nothing beyond that. They couldn't go back to.
Well, yeah, they couldn't. They you could just tell that they got bored and they wanted to move on to other things. So they're just like, let's just
more
6 episodes. That should end a show.
Yeah.
Daenerys is evil. Blah. Sorry if I ruined it, guys, but it's been like what 5 years.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it still hurts.
Spoiler alert.
I watched the first season. It was awesome, and then between the second and third season, they like doubled and quadrupled.
How do you cut the magic out of a show about magic?
Well, they added so many families, it was almost damn near impossible to keep track of.
That's
compared to the
I read the books. There's all families. It's nothing but families.
That's more of the actual books.
There's literally over 1,000 characters in that book that you have to remember.
I get that. But for someone who doesn't read many books, that just watches the show for face, I don't read the comic books. I watch the DC and Marvel movies for face value.
Oh, you're missing out.
I'm just saying.
You're missing out.
I know.
Well, I'm just saying you're missing out.
I read comics when I was in high school. So I get it. It's fun. It just became too damn expensive. So
I have like $20 comics.
I had
collectors like editions.
I had priorities like drinking and women.
Okay, whore. Jesus. Yes, salute.
Well, come on. You can't look at this guy and
Jiminy Christmas.
Driving the old pussy wagon.
He was swimming.
What is this show?
It's driving past Checkers. All the girls losing their ever-loving mind.
Checkers. That's where the action is.
We don't.
Almost too much. Look out.
When I was away, J-Bone, when I was on where was I? Was it back in Vegas? It was probably Vegas because Florida has Checkers, but Rallies is out in Vegas.
Oh, that's like the sister company.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah. But there's In-N-Out there, J-Bone. So I'm sorry. Can't go to Rallies or Checkers if In-N-Out's in the same territory.
Oh, okay. I've heard of In-N-Out. I've never been to one. So
I miss In-N-Out.
It's on my list. Well, as long as it's better than White Castle, I'll go check it
out.
Oh,
it's way better than White Castle.
Come on, J-Bone.
Everything's made to order. You can't go wrong with that.
Hey, that's good. That's right off the bat. That's a good start. So, well, hello, Rocky Eggman. Hello. All right. So, anything else from the Rumble you want to touch on before we go on to other things?
No.
No,
because I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think we got our
Trinity, Jordynne. What else is there to talk about?
No, I mean not Rumble wise. I just meant
like news wise. You're the news guy.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't always claim to have all the brain cells, you know.
I'll work harder.
All right. Well, if you go on the latest TNA Wrestling.com news, there are some additions here to the upcoming, what is it, February 23rd? So we got 3 weeks away.
Cold-hearted.
Oh,
God, you need aloe for that burn.
Yikes. Jordynne Grace defending her Knockouts World Championship against Giselle Shaw. Very exciting. So she's cashing in her big red X.
Cash in that X.
Yep. Alex Shelley is going to get his rematch at No Surrender as well against Moose. Defending.
The leader of the system? Who has 2 new shirts. 2, J-Bone.
2
on the merch store.
Phenomenal. Well deserved.
2 shirts.
I have to get a system shirt. I trust him, J-Bone.
He's champ. Why not? But yeah, go check out the shop too. They got some new shirts. Believe Decay has a new shirt.
Yes, they do. Very good.
Kind of an old school purplish, evil looking.
I want it, but I'm having a bad luck with those buying team shirts lately. So
wait, but now if you have a Decay shirt, it's back in fashion.
I have a Rosemary shirt.
Just like all the TNA logo shirts, they're back.
They're back.
Right.
They're no longer vintage.
Vintage.
I don't have it near me, but I
they bring back that AJ Styles shirt that everybody loves.
Some stuff.
The soapy one.
The splat
one. Oh.
The splat one.
Yeah.
Soapy splat.
The fan favorite. Everybody loves it.
How can you not? It's the best.
Right.
Sorry, involuntary.
I thought I was going to hurl.
It's like a natural reaction to seeing that shirt. It's just somebody probably got fired for that.
Somebody did the other day like a ranking of like the 4 worst TNA shirts. Obviously, that would be cut. I believe like the Mr. Anderson big microphones, like the size of the shirt.
Oh God,
made it. The one of Bobby Roode's that was just like a paragraph of writing on the chest about being like the it factor. And then there was a fourth one, but always fun to look at. I think it was like a TNA logo shirt.
Yeah.
That was just all over the place.
Classic
But that's
stuff.
part of the charm of it all.
Oh, yeah. Not everybody has a 5-star shirt. Mayor Newsom rubbing it in about Corbin Burns leaving the Milwaukee Brewers for Baltimore.
Oh.
What?
That was our star, one of our star pitchers.
That's breaking news.
Is it baseball?
Yeah.
Baseball.
We switched to get. We switched.
There's no wrestling in baseball.
But they signed my guy. They signed my guy, J-Bone. Reese Hoskins.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
With the famous bat flip. It's a good guy.
Did?
Yeah, they signed Reese Hoskins off the Phillies. But there was no place for him to play with Bryce Harper at first base. They couldn't bring him back. He had no position.
Oh, okay. I got you. So,
but he's a good guy. He's a good guy to have on the team.
So, yeah. Mayor wants all the attention. And yes, Mayor was also at the Royal Rumble. There you go. He saw Jordan
Tampa.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Tampa Bay. Oh. We got all the baseball fans. Go Red Sox. Go
Hey,
Cubbies.
pitchers and catchers, J-Bone. Around the corner, pitchers and catchers.
Yeah, I'm going to say I'm a Phillies fan, but it's only because they have the best food at their stadium.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the best mascot. The Phillies.
Well, also, all of Philly's mascots, so Gritty and the Fanatic are the best mascots ever known to man. I love Philly teams. I'm a little biased. But they got the best food at their stadium.
What is the best food at the stadium?
The barbecue place.
Oh, Bull's Barbecue.
Mm-hmm. Some chicken Pete's, too.
Oh, chicken, get crab fries, burn-in cheesesteaks.
I'll take the chicken tenders. I'll take the chickies at the chicken Pete's, all right?
Okay, you're a chicken. I assume you'd go crab fries.
I do not enjoy fries, so they're just so boring.
No Old Bay for you.
Well, I like Old Bay. I just put the Old Bay on the chicken. Because my favorite style of wings is Maryland style, and that's just butter and Old Bay.
You familiar with Old Bay, J-Bone? Out there in the Midwest?
You got Old Bay?
Curd and ways?
It might be too spicy for you.
We do fish fries, but and I know some people do it with the Old Bay seasoning, but I'm not
Oh, you got to throw some Old Bay on a fish fry.
Just a touch.
It's all beer batter here. If it ain't beer batter.
If it ain't batter, it ain't Wisconsin.
That's right. You don't throw some beer batter.
You guys deep fried cheese out there, don't you?
You better jump in the lake. Oh, there's something in the cheese too.
Although I'm not against deep fried the cheese, it's a fine idea.
Oh, you like mozzarella sticks, which is essentially just
it's kind of like that. When we went to
Culver's, cheese sticks,
they have like a cheese patty that's fried.
Oh,
they put on top of the burger.
It was a Carter burger.
The Carter burger.
The Carter burger. It was a giant.
You put me in a cardiac arrest.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, it was a giant cheese.
The Scott Steiner.
we all got fat in Chicago.
We're straying off a little bit though. Really, while I'm fucking talking, you just
outsider.
You know what?
He got
nothing to say now. No.
He got
You're not worth my words.
Oh, she's getting sassy.
You're so rude. You're so rude.
He was so excited he found the bite.
How rude.
Usually takes him 5 minutes.
But I'm just saying, we're still early enough in the show that we should get off our derailment and talk about the wrestling.
Okay.
Well, we have people's attention.
I suppose.
Save it for the end of the show when no one's watching.
Right. What are you talking about? They follow us till the end. So yeah.
I try to wrangle them, guys. I'm trying.
Right. You keep on trying.
Senior citizenry.
We jump into tonight's review. Make sure you're smashing that like button, smash that sub button. Check out all the links in the description. Go buy some merch.
It's a Bob's Burgers mug.
Tina.
And you check out our sponsor. We are proudly sponsored by Manscaped. Bill, you got that?
Are we
commercial?
Still?
Yeah.
I keep seeing your cat's tail and go reaching for mine, but none of them are everywhere. I'm like, what the hell's my cat doing in your screen, buddy?
Get out of here, Alicia. Quit trying to kick my cat.
The cats, they want some of the Manscaped action too, so here they get it.
I'm here to tell you people about Manscaped. I'm here to tell you people about Manscaped. See, when you're a card-carrying member of the Peanut Club, presentation is everything. In my opinion, with a clean shave, you can turn that cocktail frank into bun length. That's right, folks. Kiss your Vienna sausage goodbye and upgrade your grooming habits with Manscaped. And guess what, folks? We got a special deal for the TNI fam. Get 20% off and free shipping when you use our promo code TNI at manscaped.com. That's right, folks. 20% off and free shipping when you use our promo code TNI at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
That's right.
Balls. Shave them.
Balls
Spring
deep.
is coming. If the
Balls
groundhog
deep
has
in-
anything to say about it, spring will be early this year. Tomorrow
All about
morning,
the
guys,
groundhog.
7 a.m. sharp. Punks of Tiny Phil's gonna let us know. Is
Ooh.
it 6 more weeks of winter, or is spring coming early? Which is still essentially 6 more weeks. Normally, I'm a 6 more weeks girl. I really like the cold, but this year I'm kind of over it.
Well, I know my wife is. I try to be realist. We usually have about 7 months of winter in Wisconsin, so
Well, because you live on a mountain. What's the geographical?
the frozen,
That's not even a word.
the frozen tundra
Tundra.
of Wisconsin.
The frozen cheese mountains.
You know what I just realized when you say that, J-Bone? You're talking about the frozen tundra of Wisconsin, right? The only TV show I know of based in Wisconsin was that 70s show. Did it ever snow on that show once? Was it ever cold?
Yeah, I think so.
Why?
I don't think it was very big. It was like the Brady Bunch. Like it was always sunny there.
No, I'm pretty sure they had at least some sweater weather.
They had
Maybe a
winter
couple sweater
episodes.
for Christmas.
That 70s show, that's actually pretty funny. I never realized, and I'm a smoker, that they were actually smoking weed in the basement when they were doing those circle shots.
Good stuff.
I somehow never saw the smoke.
Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, there you go. That's
Wisconsin
iconic.
special.
There you go.
I think our good friend Zach Bonifer had made a video of us to Laverne and Shirley back in the day.
Oh, God.
Sure, it's still hanging around somewhere.
His old artwork.
Oh God. Zach Bonifer, the OG TNI graphic artist. We love his work.
Back to the show.
Right,
I'm not good. I need like one of those tomatoes to throw at your head or something. Like one of those
Oh, I thought you were
computer
going to
hooks
say
to just cut it out.
Yeah, there we go.
That's gonna be the hand signal.
You're too old. Stares at screen in blankness. These are old references. Young people references.
What is the average age of the people in our audience? Like, what is the demographic we're hitting here?
I think it's a wide range.
Scary. Yeah. That's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. The TNI village of folk.
How could he be any cooler than serotonin? All right.
That's right.
We're one more step in that guyliner direction, buddy.
I seriously thought that's what they were going to do. I was waiting for someone in the background to scream, serotonin. Because, I mean, we don't know anyone who's ever done that before. Anyways. So, all right. So
there was somebody, I don't know if they're in the chat, because Sting was critical. Well, the critical Sting was the youngest. But then somebody came in and was chatting and was younger than him. He was like, what? No longer than me.
How old is critical?
Oh, he's
like
young
20s or something.
Nah, he's like 22, I think.
A baby. Wee baby.
A wee little baby.
What are you doing here with all those old heads? Like, geez.
He's giving us all the trivia.
He's giving us all the.
24 now. I think
he's being a wrestling thesaurus. That's what it is.
He was on our show years ago. A couple years ago.
God, he's half my age and twice as hot. All right.
Well, if everybody, do we say our ages now? Since everybody's like, oh.
I already said mine earlier.
I'm 37.
Me and Dr. Gerb.
I'm knocking on 50. That's coming in April.
So. Knocking on 50's door. Sorry. I hope we don't get in trouble for that. I know.
No, I sing that all the time. For once, it ain't me.
It just felt natural. I couldn't resist. Sorry, J-Bone.
Where's Slash
I'm
with the
such
guitar
a
solo?
cunt to you.
The next time you're going to do that, just put on the top
I won't do it again. I'm sorry.
You got to stand in front of a fake church with the top hat.
Yeah, there we go.
Play guitar with a lightning bolt. Was there lightning? It doesn't matter. The show.
Run a car off a cliff.
I don't even think we've started talking about it yet.
No,
We're
we got
trying.
Bonus Baby with the kids
Why do we-
incorporated.
What?
Really?
I love that show. All right,
Oh,
we
it's a great
start.
show.
We start off hot. We got Nick Nemeth in the ring against the other half of the Rascals. Last week he faced Zachary Wentz. This week he faced Trey Miguel in a great back and forth match. Some different gear on, and I'll go to you two in just a moment. But I was like looking closely at my TV, and I was looking at his pants, like his trunks, whatever, his tights, and I could have sworn, that the back of Ziggler's trunks, tights, whatever, was the old WWE United States Championship like plate. That's what it looked like. It was on his ass.
I wasn't looking at his ass, and his name is Nick Nemeth.
Sorry, Nick. I was staring at your ass. I got nothing else. You go ahead.
Bill, start us off.
Wow, nah, you can't go wrong. You start the action. J-Bone may have started off hot, maybe for J-Bone a little differently, but it was you got Nick Nemeth, the big reveal at Hard to Kill, starting out the show. Not a bad way to start it, just like with a hot tag match, an X Division match. Having Nick Nemeth right after, you have kind of all this, because there's a good chance there were a lot of new eyes on the show tonight, which hopefully was the case due to Jordynne Grace and the Rumble. So starting out with a guy people know from up north for a long, long time.
20 years.
Pretty good idea there. So I think they had a good match, obviously. Good back and forth. Trey's put on some of the best matches with a bunch of guys. Like him and Mike Bailey had some great matches and all. So Nick Nemeth, very good match. So now he's been through both Rascals. But the whole thing is we saw what happened at the end of the match. Mr. Mayhem ruined the party. I got my high five, and then he ruined it.
You got a lot of love in this show, Bill. I gotta say that. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little jealous. You got some love from Decay. You got a high five from Nick Nemeth, and I don't know what else you got because I skipped out on part of the show because I was busy. But damn, Bill got a lot of love this week. I think that's awesome. I think that is great. Of course, Nick is not everyone's favorite. Dr. Gerbs is, I think he's.
Hey, it's his birthday. He can boo if he wants to.
Yeah, but that means he's got to eat the cake underneath the table now.
What?
Isn't that a thing?
What?
Is that what he did to you, J-Bone?
I have questions, but I'm not going to ask them.
Always a thing when I was growing up.
Who eats cake under? What is cake under the table? Is this some innuendo shit that I don't want to know?
No, everyone sings happy birthday. You blow out the candles, you get your piece of cake, and if you talk during your piece of cake, number one, your wish don't come true, and number two,
that I've heard.
I've never heard that.
Number two, if you talk, you got to go underneath the table.
Well, you can't say your wish out or it doesn't come true.
Planet, what am I from?
I never heard the demerit system of the talking and the cake on the table. If anyone can agree with J-Bone, please sound off in the chat.
I've never heard this birthday, Lord.
For improper etiquette during the birthday song.
You're a goddamn wizard, J-Bone. You gotta eat cake under the... Why the fuck? Can't talk?
Well, Courtney agrees with J-Bone. Let's get back to the on topic of the rear of Nick Nemeth. And it looks like Courtney's confirming it for you.
See,
I was right there. I guess I wasn't looking, J-Bone, because I did not notice this. But it looks like
what it looked like. It's what it looked like. I'm probably wrong.
Perfect. Yes, exactly. Oh, you took me off my game. Nick Nemeth versus Trey Miguel. Okay. Wow. Great way to start the show.
Other than his rear and birthday cakes and whatever else we've been talking about.
Deep fried crab legs or something. I don't know. Wasn't that
crab legs? I did have some crab legs.
Oh, stop! No.
Oh, sorry.
We gotta stop.
Sorry.
They're too much work. Overrated.
It was a great match. I had a feeling the Rascals were going to be rascaling, and they rascaled pretty hard. And then they got some rascally help from a big old scoundrel. And they rascaled all over the ring, okay? Nick Nemeth is going to have a hard time coming up.
Are you saying Whiskey Man is now a scoundrel?
Whiskey Man. Hey, maybe he is back to Whiskey Man, but he was rocking a pretty cool football jersey tonight.
In the house?
Oh, I love
a little
that.
Shout out, because we know who made that.
Oh, the blacksmith? Yeah, that's what Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. You can go on the blacksmith site, and I believe that one's still for sale.
Yeah.
And I think don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure Blacksmith has one other one that's for sale for him. It's like a brown or a tan one. It looks military-ish.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you're saying two for
Macklin.
Why did I want to call him Macbeth?
To be
or
not to be.
To stomp or not to stomp.
To drink the whiskey and look cool, or to not drink the whiskey and look cool.
I don't know, man. You might go back to whiskey guy if you're hanging out with the Rascals.
Yeah,
they bring back the treehouse. Can you imagine back with the treehouse?
That was fun.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I can imagine everyone in the treehouse, and I think it would serve for a great segment.
What's all that smoke in here? And why am I hungry?
It's that 70s show. There's some fond memories in the treehouse.
Is that Rob Van Dam?
Oh, that was probably the best one when they were like losing their minds because they were getting blitzkrieged with Rob Van Dam. Anyway, so first segment.
Good opening match. This stuff between Macklin and Nick Nemeth obviously is not over. No. It's just beginning. Nick can't get all the wins here. He got his ass beat. No matter how cool the gear is. All right. We'll see follow-ups on that probably next week. Let's see here. Looks like the design is dead. Unfortunately,
no more design.
Cody Deaner's a sad Deaner right now. Very sad. Big Con's just kind of like shaking him up. It's like it's over when I say it's over.
Quit trying to make fetch happen.
What?
That's kind of like the design now. It's like you keep trying to make the design work, and it's never gonna work.
It's not.
Stop trying to make. It's never gonna.
It's over.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
It's over.
Well, for me, it was a bit perplexing because I thought we had already laid this beast to rest.
They never die.
But according to Dieter, it's not over till he says he's over, and we'll get to having those wagon wheels fall off later on. What's next? What's next? I don't have the thing in front of me. I'm not checking off the segments.
I have zero notes. I'm just scrolling.
Well, we go another aftermath with Steve Macklin and the Rascals.
Yep,
and then Mike Bailey.
And Speedball.
That's right.
Who is barefoot backstage?
He lives the gimmick.
I'm really starting to be concerned for that man's feet. They're like basically shoes at this point.
I thought we were friends.
He's, he came out barefoot, and that's what he just said. He's like, you know what? When I was born and my mama bore me, I was barefoot, and I'm going to stay barefoot for the. I don't know why he has a southern accent now.
Yeah, he's become quite southern.
He's the most southern.
I thought he was an old prospector for a second.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, let me tell you.
Oh, my God.
T. Hughes, get the man some sandals.
When I get in the ring and I whoop your ass, the last thing you're going to smell
there you go.
Is my toes. It's my naked toes.
I tap out.
But yeah, so Mike Bailey confronts Steve Macklin and the Rascals. So it looks like we're gonna get some back and forth between I don't know I don't know who's gonna go after Mike Bailey. It's obviously gonna be either Trey Miguel or Zachary Wentz.
Both.
Oh, well, then we need a tag partner, don't we?
Maybe.
Isn't that kind of where they're going? How are they going to be beefing with Nick Nemeth, and then all of a sudden here comes Mike Bailey? It's like that's a platypus. We're watching the the conception of a platypus happening in 4K.
Platypus.
The platypus tag team is going to be Nick and Speedball, right? Versus the Rascals and Macklin. Maybe they're going to get a third person. And the
Mountain.
I just love it when you start talking about, platypuses. I just think it's great.
They're venomous. You always got to remind everybody that platypuses are venomous.
Steer clear.
Cute, but deadly.
I don't know about cute.
Well, that's life advice. Stay away from cute but deadly.
It's like a cookie with a beak and a beaver tail. It's so cute.
It's a cookie.
No.
Jay's like, that ain't my kind of cookie.
It's like a Milano cookie from Pepperidge Farm.
Oh, it's called a beaver and a duck went behind the bush and out came the platypus.
That actually flowed. You're spitting, bro.
Do you notice the black cat went from J-Bone's screen to Alicia's screen? Traveling dimensions.
I don't think the turtle's going to make it up here, though.
No.
That would really take some work.
It's a far swim.
Next. Decay. Oh, my God. I tell you what. Rosemary had some demon eyes tonight. My God. I scared the crap out of me. I loved it.
There's something about the way she's playing her Rosemary character this time around that really seems dreadful, and not in a to throw shade at it, but in a way that makes you feel like unsettled when you kind of look at Rosemary.
Oh, totally.
Like I couldn't look straight on because it was just like, wow, she's really intimidating in this new form.
This is a person that like spends hours in front of the mirror and perfects the craft. This is
she's an actress on top of an amazing wrestler. So
yeah,
give her an Oscar.
hell yeah, all the Grammys and stuff. Oh wait, that's never mind. All right, so Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, Decay, Havok, and Rosemary. Sorry, had to check and see what my cat was doing, getting into trouble, of course. We had they took on Mila Moore and Savannah Thorne. Now, where was this again, Bill? This was Florida?
Orlando.
Yeah, this was Florida. Yeah.
Okay, so local Florida talent.
Yeah, a lot of local wrestling talent out of the area.
There's a lot of wrestling in Florida.
Oh yeah, lot of competition for that wrestling dollar down there right now, with a lot going on down there.
Oh, I'll bet. Well, that's the NXT hub, so
It is.
So, but yeah, your thoughts on this match?
I thought it was a good. I think it's what the new version of Decay as champions needed. I think they needed to send a message, like they need to look dominant right now, because obviously, as we saw kind of it unfold, we know MK Ultra, the former champions, are still going to be their feud for now. So they need to kind of get on the level there, because MK Ultra was pretty dominant. So Decay needs to build that up, because the versions that we've seen over the last handful of months, they were not. So, but this one, as Alicia was saying, like the new Rosemary, the return of Havok, much more intimidating and dominating. So I think this is a good way to build them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, shoot, you go all the way back to when I was little, and you'd watch the superstars of wrestling. That's all you faced was local talent, you know. And then you'd have the Saturday night's main event, and that was like the big thing. And that was like before like all the pay-per-views started, like all the monthly pay-per-views. That was like the big weekend thing. So yeah, get some local talent in there and let them shine for a bit. What's that?
Sometimes nothing wrong with that, and sometimes you never know. You discover people with the local talent. So sometimes you might see somebody in something like that, and then 6 months, a year go by, you see them again. Maybe they get more action, then they become something. You never know. Like people like Chris Bay, Hammerstone, who we saw return, like they started out as just people coming in for almost a cup of coffee, but then they found they're like, you know what, we like that person. Maybe we call them next time we're out there, and then they become parts of the roster. So a good scouting mission.
Hell yeah. Just speaking of Hammerstone, man, I don't know what's up with him, but man, they need to sign his ass.
Yeah,
we haven't seen him since.
Oh hell yeah!
Hopefully.
I think.
Let's see, Gia Miller catching up backstage with MK Ultra, and then that gets interrupted by Jody Threat and Dani Luna. It's getting tense. It's getting tense. So it looks like that match is going to happen soon. Probably
Tonight?
No surrender, maybe. We'll see.
Oh, them as a tag team.
Yep. 2-on-2. 2-on-2. And Gia Miller's just shook by all the tension.
She didn't know what to do. Poor Scoops.
Right? Poor Scoops. That's right. Next we got the sound check. I love the promo card for this. It's like a poster on a wall with some duct tape.
You love to see it.
Special guest Josh Alexander, your host Alan Angels. What did you guys think of the first episode of the sound check? How about that boom mic, that production quality?
Hey, they did. That's where they're spending all the money, man. Sound check, baby.
Big money, big money.
Now that was. I think this is a good way because we kind of needed this too. Because ever since he left the design, you kind of like, all right, what's Alan Angels doing? He kind of was doing kind of the rock guy gimmick a little bit, but we really didn't have much else than that. Like we saw some entrances, a little talk during matches, but not a lot of mic time. So now they're kind of giving him the ball to see what he'll do with it. So
he's got character.
He does. Like he showed some charisma here. Obviously, if you're going to work a program with Josh Alexander, that's pretty good. So they're definitely giving him some room here to grow with this, to spread his wings, shall we say, Alan Angels. So let's see if
I
he
see
takes
what you did
advantage
there.
of it.
I like Alan Angels. I think this is you got to change it up. You're part of a bad crew, a heel crew, and now he's branching out on his own, and he's it's a little goofy. He's trying to be serious. I don't know exactly where it's going, but
we'll see.
I'll take it. I like Alan Angels nonetheless. He's very talented.
Yeah, he'd be a good guest for Jacked Up Jukebox.
I don't know about all that.
Or J-Bo would be a good guest on Soundcheck.
Actually, Trent would be a great guest on Soundcheck.
Although he might go through something at the end.
Yeah. Alan Angels would be a great guest on TNI.
Oh.
More news
our people call his people.
More news at 11. You're right. Make it happen. But yeah, so Josh Alexander, he's not impressed. He walks out. He's like, poor Alan Angels can't win. Next, we got Brian Myers, 1/3 of the system, going up against Kevin Knight. It seems like Kevin Knight is kind of evolving a little.
I like it.
Yeah, he's headed in a good direction.
Yeah. I mean, he's still associated with Kushida, which is certainly not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But it seems like from last year to this year, Kevin Knight's done some growing up a little. Still just as talented, of course. What do you guys think of Myers versus Knight?
I liked it. I'm a big Kevin Knight fan. I think he's just the ups this guy has. The vertical is just crazy when he does half his moveset. And I don't know if it's just that he just wrangles out of stuff. Like he's like somehow like you think he's going to get hurt doing half the stuff he does, but he finds a way through things. But I thought this was a nice way to kind of get because obviously the system is going to have, and I know people were already kind of having thoughts after last week where like the system, if they're going to be a stable, no one can ever lose and all that. So, and Myers lost that match, the one with Okada, obviously. Mm-hmm. So him getting a win here made sense. You can't have him kind of lose another one because I think we're seeing a long build with Kevin Knight. So he'll have his time in the sun. But right now you're still kind of getting that. You got to get the new system over.
Now, is he still with like New Japan? Is he just on loan from New Japan or what's?
It's a good question. I'm not 100% sure. I think he's more associated because obviously Kushida is now US based promotion is TNA. That's his number one priority. But he's, okay. I think even he can probably still do stuff with New Japan. We know they have the relationship. So that's key here. Right. By having Ospreay show up and then Okada show up, we know the relationship's good, just like with AAA. So I think he obviously has been working a ton here. Like I'm hoping he is like a long-term roster member. I think he, especially as we kind of get into some of the other stuff going on in that X division right now, Kevin Knight would be a great long-term player in this X division.
I think so. He's got one of the best drop kicks in TNA too.
He does. Yeah, he does. Like, that's why him versus Moose was awesome. Like, because you know me, I am a sucker for a standing drop kick. So when we saw that last week with Okada, that was fantastic. So anybody that does a great standing drop kick, I'm already on board. So
yeah. Antonio Baker here says he's a free agent, guys. All right.
Sign him up, Scott. Get the back ready.
Well, if Antonio Baker says it, it must be true, right?
Hey, I'll trust that over Sean Ross Sapp.
Oh. There you go, Antonio Baker.
Or most of the dirt sheets.
There you go. Antonio Baker, you're hired. You'll be our news guy. How about that?
Because we fight for our news, J-Bo.
And
only when it's public do we put it out there. We don't get fed information here.
Yeah.
No breaking. None of that breaking news bullshit around these parts.
Like, we'll break the news if I can confirm that it's out there.
Yeah,
and it's already. So I'll just reveal it. But
only if it's real, brother.
Only if it's real, brother.
Let's see. It looks like Mustafa Ali has his sights set on Chris Sabin's X Division title. Very excited about him showing up. That was who showed up at the end of last week's show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's definitely going after that X Division title. That's what it's been made clear.
Yeah. And apparently Skylar and Hotch are also excited about this too. I don't know if they're going to be kind of like his boys or something, or
yeah, that could be. Mary, yeah, I don't know who the guys standing behind Ali were. My guess is, yeah, they're just some of his guys. Wherever he.
Don't you know politics, Bill? It's the Secret Service.
Yeah, it's his protection.
Yeah,
it's his Matthew Palmer.
What?
Stagehand.
Oh yeah, that too. Only these were dressed better.
Although I got to give a shout out to my known nemesis here on TNI, Matthew Palmer. He was shouted out on the Stephen Colbert show, the Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Oh,
because that actor that wrestles at times from Cobra Kai, Paul Walter Hauser, he was on there, and he's doing stuff with Revolver with Sammy's promotion.
Oh yeah.
So he was mentioning Revolver, Sammy, and Palmer, Matthew Palmer.
Okay, that's funny.
And speaking of, since I just mentioned Revolver and stuff like that, Saturday I'll be at MLW, and in Philly. Guess who's Sammy's was at the last show. He'll be here, but Jake Christ will also be on this MLW show. So
what is that? I think Stefan wants to go to that.
Oh, I might see you down on Saturday.
There you go.
Oh wait, it's on Saturday?
Yeah.
oh, never mind. We can't go. He did say he wanted to, but I don't think he heard the date. That's why he's like, we should, but we have a surprise birthday party we got to go to. So.
Uh-oh. Hopefully they're not watching TNI tonight.
Oh.
They're not.
You may have ruined the surprise.
I'm not the draw here.
And you might have to eat the cake under the table.
You learn the birthday do's and don'ts on TNI.
I assure you, they're not watching. I could swear on a lot of graves right now, and I'd be totally fine.
You'd be surprised who watches the TNI show.
Right? They come
well, there's 41 people, so
they're watching the replay. They're listening to the audio worldwide.
That's right, worldwide.
I don't know.
All right. Next, we hear from Frankie Kazarian. He's going to bring back serotonin because he has had it up to here.
Don't talk to me without your guy.
Yeah, don't get our hopes up, Maybo. Come on.
Don't talk to me without your guy liner. Frankie Kazarian.
Serotonin, bitches. All right. No.
Did you hear it at all, J-Bone?
What's that?
Did you hear any yells of serotonin during the promo?
I was like hoping people would start doing that, but I guess it's up to me.
It was I saw a lot of people giving them the thumbs down, a lot of people yelling things, a couple people with crazy hair in the audience. I was like, oh my gosh. It's no, no serotonin. He was just talking about how he's gonna start doing things his way, and then he gave the audience the permission to boo him, to hate on him. We're very kind, very kind. You know, it's hard to hate on a guy with a leopard skin shirt, though. Let me tell you, that's pretty hot.
How about that scarf?
He was wearing a scarf?
I think so. He made it.
Well, we know where Alicia's eyes were.
On his eyeliner. He wasn't wearing it.
See?
Jesus, what?
She was looking at other parts. So
J-Bo is really focused on parts of people today.
Hey.
If I'm going to get in trouble, I'm taking everyone down with me.
You're falsely taking us down with you, buddy. You're the one whose eyes are trained hard at Nick Nemeth's tights.
It's all about the gold for J-Bo.
It is. Busted. Let's see. Alex Shelley has officially called for his TNA World Championship rematch. That's going to happen at No Surrender in a few weeks versus
Nice.
Moose.
The rematch. The system.
And then we had a it's where it starts getting a little warm in here. The undeniable, the irresistible, the unforgettable, if you will. She is Ash by Elegance.
Ash.
This one was a little more tame. This wasn't, this wasn't all.
This wasn't by
skin.
the pool.
Yeah, this wasn't. Poolside. Oof. Yeah.
What was in it?
She was just looking very elegant. She's coming.
Actually, it reminded me of like a soap opera, romance novel kind of vibe. Something for the book talk girlies.
There you go.
You wouldn't know. You're too old. You don't know.
What? You're probably correct there. But yeah, it's if people keep doing this Tony Storm references, and it's like, no, it's not. Nice try. Tony Storm's completely different.
Oh.
Storm's an actress from yesteryears, and Ash is just she's just elegant, She's just
J-Bo. Will Ash ever collaborate with Ring Rust?
Well, we gotta call a friend of the show, Larry D, for that one.
Ash.
Ring Rust.
I feel like you say it, and I feel like I can smell it, and it's awful.
The Ring Rust?
Oh no, the Ring Rust.
Okay.
Smells like
It just smells like body odor and unwashed wrestling tights. Not that I would know.
You're saying that, and I want to say something, but it could be offensive, so I don't want to say it. But I just assumed you were talking about the Jericho Cruise.
What with the Jericho Cruise? What happened? What one? There's been a couple, right?
Well,
I haven't heard.
Ended, I believe. I think it was just like in the last week.
Ugh.
I assume that smelled like Ring Rust.
You know what? If I was going to put a scent to ring rust, it would be the Jericho cruise. Cruises are disgusting to begin with. No, thank you. You will never, unless it's some apocalyptic act of God, I will never go on a cruise. You know how easy it is to fall off those things?
It happens.
A lot. Like, too much.
Yeah. I've seen.
Seems like significant others tend to disappear on cruises. And
there's and there's no survival rate because there's so much like underwater carnivorous life following the boat because they're just tossing everything off the back of that thing that if you did fall off, you're dinner. You're like Donzi. Like you are going to experience a horrific death. Like cruises. Also, like people be vomiting because they're seasick. You don't think because it's a big boat that you can't feel it going like this in a torrential waters, all right? But it does, all right? Like, oh, sorry, rant over. I'm so sorry. It add a wrestling aspect to it. It's just a mess. I mean, kudos if you enjoy that kind of thing.
Well, the funny thing is, years ago, like TNA did wrestling cruises.
I'm still sticking to just because it doesn't matter who does it. A cruise is a cruise. Yeah. That's gross.
I've never been on one. I did not go on them back then, but that's where I was like, maybe sounds like a good idea.
It's like,
but then that's what thing you think about, and you're like, maybe not a good idea. It sounded.
It just makes me want to watch Titanic. You know,
your heart will go on, J-Bo.
My heart will go on. And so will Alicia's if she never gets on another cruise.
Did you? Oh, wait, no, I'm not getting into it. All right, moving on with the show. I was about to give you some Titanic facts.
Look at Critical Stig. The kid, the whippersnapper, has been on 2 cruises. He's a cruise guy.
Ew.
He's a cruise guy.
Ew.
Well, either you are or you're not. People love cruises.
I'm not. Clearly.
I'd like to go on one. I don't know if I'd like it or not. I'd like to think I got a pretty strong stomach, but who knows?
J-Bone will be like, see you at the buffet.
Wait, is there unlimited alcohol?
You can buy usually that option, yes.
Yeah, it's extra.
Where are the
everything? Yeah, like a lot of it's extra, but then it's like, you're good. So
see, well, this bracelet gets me the buffet, and this bracelet gets me the booze, and this bracelet gets me all the bitches.
Tom Cruise, Penelope Cruz.
The show.
The show. That'd be too much fun. All right, so the design may be dead, but PCO is alive. And we have a referee, and we get Diener versus PCO.
Yeah, because Diener was talking smack again about the design. So PCO wasn't having it.
PCO just was dinner time. So it was.
And what do you think of this new PCO entrance? The doctors bringing them to life.
Well, I like it because it's reminiscent to his old Indies entrances.
With the car battery?
With the car battery. Yeah. I get it, especially when they're going with the whole Frankenstein monster train of thought. I guess it's appropriate. I missed this segment. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I appreciated what followed because, I mean, the match was about 2 seconds. PCO defeated Diener.
PCO whooping ass lately.
He is. Yeah, but then after the match,
Jay by Al, and now he did it to Diener.
Yeah, and after the match, Khan attacked PCO, and he also turned on Diener. And he just snapped Diener's neck. So I don't know if Diener's dead or he's going to show up next week in a neck brace or what. And Khan actually put PCO to sleep with a mandible claw. If that ain't terrifying.
Big meaty man slapping meat.
I'm a big Khan fan. So I've missed Khan. We haven't seen him.
I misheard you.
I love me some Khan.
You said I love some big Khan. That's not what I heard. We won't get into it. I'm sorry.
Alicia.
It's getting late. You guys always stretch the show out further than it needs to go. Let's fucking wrap it up.
I am a
My decorum is evaporating. I'm gonna turn into a pumpkin soon. Jesus Christ.
Oh baby.
I've got a ticket to ride. We don't care. Let's go.
So here's a ticket for AJ Francis to he keeps throwing his advice out to different people. They don't want it. Rich Swann doesn't want anything to do with him. Wino told him to fuck off. I think it was.
I am gonna eat crow, and AJ's growing on me. I feel
like Cheez-Its, he's growing on you.
Yeah, mold or something. I don't know, but there's something. I feel like he's got the ability to put in character work, and he has the ability to be face. Something about this interaction with Rich and Rhino, it just kind of showed his range a little bit, because at first he came in, he's like heel, we're kind of taking his heel, but I felt like he was really capable of doing the face thing tonight. Like, are we going to get a super team of AJ Francis and Rich? I don't know, man. I might be on board. I'm eating crow, so I take back.
He what was sitting next to him on the front seat of first class?
Huh?
Remember, he offered him the seat in first class next to him.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to learn like a heartwarming lesson of money isn't everything and friendship is all. Oh. Friendship makes the world go round. And start a best friend, bestie faction with Rich Swann and someone else, maybe. Oh, I'm okay with this. Either way, I don't know where it's going, but something about tonight really kind of was like, okay, I can see the potential in this guy, and I take back any disinterest I had prior weeks to this.
I think Critical Sting's a little confused. He's comparing AJ Francis to Suge Knight.
Suge Knight.
How does he know who Suge Knight is?
Oh, come on!
Like, I know who Suge Knight is.
He knows history. He's the trivia man
for wrestling and TNA, but for
rap,
like Vanilla Ice versus Suge Knight. Does he know that one?
Vanilla Ice. J-Bone still says it went dun, 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 dun. Not
well.
Hey,
no matter what, he can go either way.
Okay,
he can play heel, and I'm convinced he can do a good face. So,
all right,
let's.
Critical Sting is
AJ Francis is thumbs up.
It's disappointed. Justin says they just added AJ to the roster page. Well, congrats. We'll see where it goes. I just know that his last run in the WWE did him no favors. So I'm not gonna cancel him yet. I'm just, but I'll be patient. Okay, I'll be patient. See where it goes. All right. Behind the scenes footage of Jordynne Grace at the Royal Rumble. Very cool.
Gotta love that. And on the old social media, they actually released, there's an extended version of this. So if you want even more of this, hit the socials of TNA.
There we go. That'd be cool. Can't wait for that. Go check that out. Probably on the YouTube channel as well. Let's see. Sit down interview. We've got Tom Hannafin talking with Zaya Brookside.
Oh.
She's I tell you, she's just a darling. She is really just a darling. She's like she smiled like the entire promo. It was adorable. And then she got cut off by Tasha Steelz. Tasha Steelz telling her that hey, this ain't over yet. You got lucky. You got lucky, and I don't care who your daddy is.
She went there.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Fake Tinkerbell. That was hashtag fake Tinkerbell. Get that trending. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Of course, we love Tasha Steelz too. She'll rip you a new one.
We love Tasha.
Yeah. So we might get part 2 at the No Surrender show. We'll see. What do you guys think of Zaya Brookside?
So
I'm
far,
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far. I mean, we've only got one match with her so far.
Yeah.
So it's a little too early to tell with her. Put her in some segments. Let's see some of her more matches, and we'll see.
Okay.
Definitely
But
potential.
so far,
you can
so
see
good.
potential.
Yeah.
Should be an evolution
it's pretty
character
out there that she has like a 3-year deal. So that's someone they're going to build over time for sure. So, no, definitely looks like
a little homegrown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. And she's still so young, you know? Tremendous.
Positive.
Masha Slamovich with Killer Kelly versus Jody Threat with Dani Luna in her corner. We were talking about this a little earlier, how they just throw some tag teams together, and of course we love MK Ultra. I think the Killer Kelly Masha Slamovich team has really worked since day one.
They're solid.
We wanted it before it was a thing. What do you guys think of Dani and Jody together? Do you think it's going to be kind of just a flash in the pan? Do you think they can grow into something significant?
Yes. I do think they can grow into something significant.
Yes.
Well, that I was just answering. You got to get the corn out of your fucking ears, Wisconsin.
Corn.
Butter or whatever the fuck you got at the cheese.
Butter.
Cheese curds.
There you go. The curds. Get those curds out.
Fucking curds out of your ears, buddy. I feel like they have an opportunity to do something really good with that. It's just figuring out what works. And right now it's endearing because it's like, oh, we're a new tag team. We got a lot in common. But is that where it's going to fall at? Where we see our other teams where MK Ultra is a well-oiled machine, a well-oiled BDSM machine. And then you get Decay, who's like this really wicked church of craziness. I feel like if you're gonna make a tag team, you gotta make them solid, and they have potential to be solid, but are they gonna be written that way?
Right.
Or are they gonna stay in that, okay, we got cool hair and that's our thing, we're high energy, that's cool, that's great, I love that part about them, but I don't know, we gotta see. I have faith, though. I
think it definitely have potential. I think right now they're right in that beginning stage. Like Jody's got her look, Dani's got her look. Not saying they both
their
have
lips go together.
Yeah,
they compliment matchy looks, green and red, like Christmas.
Like when you see Kelly and Masha, when you see
we know.
when you see Rosemary and Havok, you can tell they're a tag team. They go together, you know. They're not identical, but they go together, you know. So I feel like
jelly.
Right. So I feel like Jody Threat and Danny Luna, if they're gonna grow, they've got to get some. It doesn't necessarily have to be matching gear, but some kind of matching gear. You know, if you're gonna go on that little punk rock and roll vibe, then surf that. You know, that's cool.
Well, that's what I mean by saying is like what I like the start of where they're going, but they gotta commit to something and solidify it for them to have a shot at any of those teams right now. Because between Decay and MK Ultra, just them two alone, good luck.
Yeah.
Right.
I think a lot will depend on if the rest of subculture is coming in the near future. And will that derail Dani from possibly a tag team with Jody long term? Or could both coexist? Because I think it could be like Mandrews is saying, like March. So that's right around the corner. We're in February now. So that would make sense if we do see their return in the next couple months. And really, like you're talking the end of February is the next set of tapings. So there's only one more set of tapings possibly until they could return. Who knows? Maybe we see them in Philadelphia. Or at least Windsor, I would imagine.
Yeah, we'll see. There's I'm sure there's going to be a lot more surprises coming down the road, and it's just fun to watch the brand evolve and see where it's going. You know, we don't have to know everything right off the bat immediately. It's like some of it's boom, we got this change, and that's evident, and then some of it has to simmer for a little bit, and you know, like the Knockouts tag division. It's like, all right, that's cool. So, let's see here. Next, we've got. So, if I didn't say it, Masha defeated Jody Threat. That certainly keeps MK Ultra up on everyone else for contendership. Looks like the system is taking out Kushida. Not very nice. We love Kushida. He just returned tonight.
Rude.
Like she's back, and well, now he got taken out. Thanks a lot.
Good luck having any friends, Alex Shelley. Ha. It's like big Nelson Bully system. Like you get the Simpsons reference, right? Yeah, there. Yeah.
Well, he's got Saban at least.
Well, where is Saban?
Well,
he wasn't on the show tonight, was he?
Well, he was talking about he had just the interview where Mustafa Ali showed up. It went from Saban to Ali.
Oh,
they went together, but Saban's doing X Division things. Shelley's doing I want my title back things. So they all got their place. So then we get breaking news during the show. Moose versus Alex Shelley for the TNA World Championship at No Surrender Live Friday. Ooh, that's a Friday. February 23rd. Pardon me.
Wait, I don't know. Wait, no, that's the next day. Never mind. I was like, I got a show to go to that day.
Uh-oh.
It's not that day. It's the next day.
It is. That's the one I can't make because that's the TV tapings.
All right, and then next Thursday, it looks like we've got Jordynne Grace and Trinity versus Giselle Shaw and Savannah Evans. That's exciting. So we get a little more Trinity.
Trinity's not gone. She's back.
She's back and forth.
What?
She's living two worlds.
She's playing the wall.
This happened tonight?
Well, it's teased for next week.
No, it's next week.
Oh, it's a the way you fucking said that, I was like, did I just miss an entire ending of a show? I missed Trinity. I missed the glow. Yeah. I am dude, I gotta say this because I had so much fun at the 1000th episode taping with Trinity. Like, we brought our own, like, high intensity glow sticks and had a rave party in the crowd every time she came out. And what good, like, I'm gonna miss that. I'm still gonna start bringing my own glow sticks though, because some people go dark for their entrances.
Yeah, like
the glow will remain in TNA.
Not those little cheapy bracelets they were handling out though. You got to get those auto glow sticks, ultra intense.
I just remember so many times in Chicago this past year, and they'd come out with these big sleeves of all the glow sticks, and they would just throw like 100 in the air at once, just.
Gotta get him some naps.
And there's a couple of us in the front wall, like, can I have one? I just want one.
Feel the glow.
We
love miss that.
Let's see here. We've got
system
sponsored by cell phone. Is this
look at you getting into the sponsors.
Well, it's a Access TV thing, so I don't know if this is a movie. I don't know if this is usually they have some kind of like movie associated,
like the Mummy Murders.
Yeah, that was last week. So now this one says sponsored by cell phone, available on video on demand February 13th. Oh. It's knocking on Valentine's door. Maybe it's maybe it's a
romance.
Oh, me, maybe it's one of those, or maybe it's a creepy cell phone murder mystery, or something. I don't know. I have no clue. Anyways, we get match 1 for the World Tag Team Championship. Best of 3, match 1. ABC versus Grizzled Young Vets. I missed this one, so I'm definitely going to have to go back and watch. This is the main event of the show, so we're right at the end here. What did you guys think of the main event?
Bill?
Oh, well, you can't go wrong with the tag champs. And then the Grizzled Young Vets have shown they're a pretty darn good tag team. So the best of 3 series, good match, great back and forth. They were really going. Some shenanigans in the end, which got the Grizzled Young Vets there. They're up now. They're up 1-0 on the tag champs. So the ABC is going to have to fight back in this series. But they're impressive. They're an impressive team. They come off as like they add stability to the tag division because they do come off. They have a presence. They have that old school feel and mentality to them. But they cut good promos. They're very good in the ring. Definitely a good asset. Hopefully they're sticking around for a while.
Oh, I really hope so. Yeah, I mean, same like these guys. Same with guys like Ziggler, Zia Brookside. It's like this is all stuff that's gonna like really brighten the future of TNA, in my opinion.
Yes. As Dr. Gerb's scarf shenanigans. Scarves, man. They're the danger of society, scarves.
So, whenever I think of scarves, I think of MJF and his Burberry stuff. And he hasn't been on TV since God knows when. So, yeah, you got to have some kind of scarf on TV, right? It's rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. So, yeah. Alicia, any thoughts? Or did you miss it? Or
I didn't catch all of it, so I can't give you anything, but,
Okay.
they're heading in the right direction with whatever this is.
That's fair. Well, definitely by the time this is really going to fire up the division. I'll tell you that much.
Fire it up.
Fire it up. Oh, Jinx, you owe me a beer.
I thought it was a Coke. Now it's a beer? Jeez.
It could be either. It depends on your want for an alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverage. Special orders allowed. Special requests.
We'll take a Dr.
Speaking
Pepper
of,
Zero.
I did hear rumblings. It came out. So somebody put it out there that I guess out in Vegas after Hard to Kill. I guess it was Vegas, Hard to Kill. There was like an after party, like a TNA after party.
Oh,
and
nice.
they listed the drinks they all had. Like they were all named after stuff. Like I don't have it in front of me, but there were some amusing names. But still the best themed drink goes back to the Ottawa Bound for Glory. And they did it at the it was like a pizza chain up there. And it was the Atomic Drop.
Oh, nice.
And it was I indulged in a couple Atomic Drops, J-Bone.
Oh.
And then some of the people I knew, I even met like the next year, and they made at home like Atomic Drops. Like we were doing a little pre-gaming, and they got the recipe for the Atomic Drops. So
nice.
Good memories of the Atomic Drop.
Okay, so off the top of your head, do you remember the recipe for the Atomic Drop?
I could look it up. I know it had blue curacao in it.
Okay.
I believe it was gin based, and I'm not a gin fan usually at all.
Okay.
I'm anti gin for the most part, but I don't think there was a lot of it in there. I think it was kind of mixed. It was one of those things like a Long Island iced tea style where I think stuff mixed together. You didn't really taste it. Like it just tasted like a tropical drink, pretty much.
Okay,
but it was good stuff.
All right. Yeah, anything's better than like a gorilla fart, something like that. It's just god awful. Yeah.
I missed that one, J-Bone.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a one and done. That's never again. Oh, it's your birthday. You gotta have a shot. Oh, thanks a lot. Dude, don't give the guy something he's gonna enjoy. No, give him something that's his head's gonna fall off. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I would absolutely, if I was gonna do a drink specials, I'd name it after classic TNA stuff, you name.
Well, that's what I think. I think they named them like after pay-per-views and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so like it was an intriguing idea.
That can be scary. Be like, oh yeah, I'll take a Final Destination.
See, there you go.
Let's see.
I know one of them was they changed the wording, and it was like a sex on the beach, but they changed it to something else.
Styles on the
beach with one of the names. Like I think it was a wrestler name or something. But
okay.
Like I said, it popped up, but it was like only like a you had to be. It was like a roster party. So, but I'm sure one of the dirt sheets. Paywall, but decided to throw it out there.
There you go. Sounds like a lot of fun. Swag fan. I'll take a turning point.
There you go. Nothing wrong with a turning point.
How about an Abyss? What was Abyss's finisher called?
The Black Hole Slam.
Black Hole Slam. There. That sounds like a hell of a drink. I don't know what the hell you put in it, but there you go.
I don't know where you wake up the next day, but
that's one that you end your night with. Yeah. Where are we going? No clue, man. Here's your drink. All right. Well, that's it for this episode. Good stuff. Lots of knockout stuff. We get some sneak peeks at what we're getting at No Surrender. Some championship matches, some rematches. Knockouts
it's gonna be hot
tonight. Yeah. It's, the new faces are really tearing it up. Zia Brookside. We got Nick Nemeth, new tag teams. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, on your way out, folks, you know what to do. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. Check out the membership on the front of the page of the YouTube channel if you want to help support the show. We thank our new membership signees that signed up this last week. And yeah, that's it. I'll be working on some new content this week, and watch for the Ramblers. If you follow me on Twitch or on Facebook, I'll be sharing that tomorrow. I'm not sure exactly when we're going live. It's going to be like early to mid-afternoon-ish. So watch out for that if you want to help check that out. All right. Take care, folks. We'll see you down the road real soon. Good night.